Namaskar and welcome to Yogami. I'm your coach Deepika Lalwani, and before we dive into our practice, let's bring our palms together, close our eyes and take a moment to center our mind. Focus on your breath, and with every exhale, allow yourself to relax and bring your mind to the present moment. Observe your posture. Upright your spine and dig your sit bones into the mat. Come back and relax. We are going to start today's practice with a small warm-up. Let's now learn how to perform the cat and cow stretch, also known as Chakra asana. You can do this stretch as a part of your warm-up during your daily yoga practice. To perform this posture, come on all fours and place your palms and your knees on the mat. Make sure that your palms are in a straight line with your elbows and the shoulders, and your knees are exactly under your hips. Pull up your belly button, and as you exhale, round up your back, pushing your tailbone down, pulling your belly button further up and taking your head down. As you inhale, lift up your head, lift up your tailbone and arch your back. Let's repeat this again a few more times. As you exhale, round up your back, stretching all the muscles around your spine. And as you inhale, lift up your head and your tailbone, opening up your heart center, expanding from the chest. This is a very nice stretch to awaken your spine and massage all the muscles around the spine. This stretch improves the blood circulation to the paraspinal muscles, thereby making them more supple and stronger. Come back and relax. Let us now perform a seated spinal twist called Ardha Matsyendrasana or the Lord of the Fish pose. Sit in Dandasana with your legs stretched out, and then bend your right knee, placing your right foot just outside the left knee. Bring your left elbow against the right knee and hook it. Straighten up the left arm and place your right palm on the floor behind you. The fingers of your left hand are reaching to your calf. Rotate from the shoulder, from the middle of your back, and from the lower spine, looking over your shoulder. Fix your gaze behind you. Hold it here for 8 to 10 deep breaths. This is a great stretch for your lower spine, and this stretch also strengthens your abdominal organs, including your digestive system, your reproductive system, and your urinary system. It is also great for people who face digestive issues and constipation. Come back to the starting position. Let's now repeat the same stretch, Ardha Matsyendrasana, on the other side. Bend your left knee, place your foot across the right knee, just touching the outside of the right knee. Hook your right elbow against the knee, and your left palm is now on the floor. Start turning from the shoulders, then the middle back, and then the lower spine, creating more and more length in your spine. Hold it here for 8 to 10 deep breaths. and focus on all the muscles that are stretching right now. Very slowly now, come back to the starting position. Sit in Dandasana and relax. Let us now perform open angle seated bend or Upavishta Konasana. As a preparatory pose, keep your left heel close to your pubic bone, extending your right leg sideways and pushing your knee down, allowing your hamstrings and your calves to stretch. Let's change side, bringing the right heel to the pubic bone and extending the left leg sideways. Again pushing the knee down, giving the time to the hamstrings and calves to stretch and open up. Now, place your hands on the floor, walk your hands forward and bring your forearms on the floor, stretching your lower back. And come back. Let's switch side one more time, extending the right leg out, placing the palms on the floor, walking your hands forward and bringing the forearms on the floor. Allow your back to lengthen and open up. Take a few deep breaths. Let us now get into Upavishta Konasana by splitting the legs as wide as you can. Upright your back and then place your palms in the center, walking your hands forward as you bring your forearms down on the mat. Keep your back long and keep taking deep breaths, letting the hamstrings, the calves and the inner thighs to open up. Come back and relax. This is a great stretch for your inner thighs, hamstrings, calves as well as your lower back. Let's now perform Bharadwajasana or the Saint Bharadwaj seated spinal twist. In Bharadwajasana, one foot is articulated in Virasana and one foot is placed like in Padmasana. Let's start with our left leg in Virasana and our right foot in Padmasana position. Now rotate back from the right shoulder, wrap your right arm around your spine from behind and reach your fingertips to your toes. Now hold your right foot with both hands and continue to breathe deeply. As you breathe, try to go deeper in the twist and then slowly come back. Come back into Vajrasana and take a few deep breaths. And now let's change side. Your right foot in Virasana position and your left foot in Padmasana position. Now rotate from the left side, wrapping your left arm behind your spine and reaching your foot with both hands. Open your shoulders, open your heart center, and as you breathe, create more and more twist in your spine. This is a great stretch for your spine, for your shoulders, for your upper back and your outer thighs. Come back into Vajrasana and take a few deep breaths. Let's now perform Janu Shirshasana. In Sanskrit, Janu means the knee and Sheers means the head. So this is the head to knee pose. To perform this, sit in Dandasana and move your knees up and down a few times to relax your hamstrings and calves. Upright your back and then bend your left knee, placing the sole of your foot on the inside of the right thigh. As you inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, reach both hands to your right foot. Gently go into a forward fold, bringing your navel and your chest on the right thigh, while your nose or your forehead touches the knee. And keep pushing your knee downwards. Creating more length in your spine, feel a nice, relaxing stretch. As you inhale, look up first, and then reach the arms above your head and come back to the starting position. We will now repeat this stretch on the other side. This is a great stretch not just for your knees but also for your lower back and your shoulders. Hold it on the left side as well for 8 to 10 deep breaths, elongating your back and pushing your knee down towards the floor. Inhale and reach your arms above your head. And come back to the starting position and relax. Let us now perform butterfly or Baddha Konasana. To perform this asana, from Sukhasan, bring the soles of your feet together and hold your toes with your hands. Keeping your back upright, start moving your knees up and down rapidly like the wings of a butterfly. This is going to allow your inner thighs and your hip muscles to open up. And then, creating more length in your spine and pushing your knees down with your elbows, slowly take your head towards the floor. You can either put your forehead on the floor, or your nose on the floor, or your chin on the floor, depending on the mobility of your spine. Hold this pose for a few deep breaths and allow your spine and your inner thighs and your hips to stretch and open up. Come back to Sukhasan and relax for a few deep breaths. This is also a great stretch to do postpartum and also when you are expecting. Let us now learn a heart opener called the fish pose or Matsyasana. This is an excellent pose to open up your neck, your upper back and your pectoral muscles. To perform Matsyasana, sit on your mat on your hip bones and stretch out your legs in the front, toes pointed. Place your hands on the mat behind you with your fingers pointing towards your hips. Now bend one elbow and then the other and lower your forearms into the mat. Push your chest out and upwards and drop your head back. Creating space around your heart, opening up your rib cage and stretching your upper back. To come out of this pose, bring the head up first and then come up all the way. Now let's do another variation of fish pose in a cross-legged position. Sit in Padmasana, placing your right foot on left thigh and the left foot on the right thigh. Place your hands behind you on the mat, fingers pointing towards the hip. Go down on one elbow and then the other. Push your chest out and drop the head backward. You can rest the crown of your head on the mat now and hold your big toes. Continue to push your chest upward and outward. You can keep your hands on the mat also. To come out of this pose, push the floor and come back to the sitting position. Stay here and continue to breathe deeply. Let's now perform Dhanurasana or the bow pose. To perform Dhanurasana, lie flat on your stomach. Keep your legs together and your forehead on the mat. Now bend your knees as you exhale. As you inhale, clasp your hands around your ankle. And now slowly lift your heels away from the hips, lifting your thighs off the mat, and simultaneously lift your chest and your head up. Look forward and fix your gaze at a point. Now exhale and come back to the starting point and relax. This is a great pose for stretching your abdominal organs and massaging them. This pose also activates your adrenal glands. Let us now get into the Setu Baddhasana or the hip bridge pose. To perform this pose, come in supine position with your knees bent and your feet placed hip distance apart. Ground your shoulders, ground your feet and place your arms slightly away from your body, palms facing up. As you inhale, lift the hip up as high as you can and hold it there for a few deep breaths. This is a great pose for strengthening your hips, your hamstrings and your quadriceps, which are the muscles in the front of your thigh. Slowly come back to the floor, take a few deep breaths. And now let's add a modification to complete this pose. With an inhale, engage your core and push your hip up and start walking your shoulders towards your ankles. With your hands, grab your ankles and then lift your chest slightly more up, pushing it towards your chin. Engaging your hip muscles and your core to make sure that your lower back doesn't stress. Come back to the mat. Stretch your legs out and stay here for a few deep breaths. Let's finish our practice by lying down comfortably and relaxing in Shavasana. Sit on your mat, come to a supine position, lying on your back. Keep your legs wider than your hips and your hands away from the body, palms facing up. Allow your feet to fall sideways. And now take a few deep inhalations and very long exhalations. Notice your breath moving in and out of your body, and let your breath follow its natural cycle. Do not try to control your breath right now. Just be aware of it and just enjoy the beauty of your breath. With each inhalation, experience a sense of expansion and openness in the body, and with each exhalation, feel a sense of relaxation and peacefulness. Every time you exhale, let go of any tension in the muscles. Feel the weight of your body on the floor. And allow yourself to melt a little bit further down into the floor underneath you, letting go completely, surrendering to the gravity. Scan your body, and maybe you can notice a sense of warmth or tingling in different parts of your body. Observe how your hands and feet are feeling right now, and allow your body to just be as it is. Allow yourself to be just as you are. You are whole, you are complete, you are perfect, you are beautiful, and above all, you are alive. Notice your breath as it comes in and goes out of the body, knowing you are breathing. Stay in this state for a few minutes. Stretch out your legs. Stretch out your arms above the head. Just be here for a while. Turn on the left side. And slowly come back to a sitting position. Bring your hands in prayer pose or Namaskar Mudra and be thankful for all your blessings. Now start rubbing your palms. Make them nice and warm. And now place your warm palm on your eyes, massaging your eyes gently. Bring your hands back in prayer pose and slowly open up your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today. I will see you again on Yogami.